So if you're looking for a protein-packed meal that is going to provide you with protein and healthy fats from whole foods, this dish is for you.
So to make these cottage cheese, salmon and sweet potato slices, you'll need a sweet potato. So just give that a little scrub and chop the ends off and slice that into 3. You'll need some cottage cheese. Now, I've gone for the low-fat cottage cheese because I want to get my healthy fats from the salmon, but you can, of course, go for the full-fat cottage cheese if you want. 100 grams of this gives you around 10 grams of protein. You'll also need some salmon. You can go for fresh if you want, but I have some wild Atlantic red salmon already opened in the fridge, so I'm going to finish this off.
So we are going to slice our sweet potato into 3. So slice it into 3. Now pop that onto a tray that's going to go into your air fryer. And then just very lightly pop a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on. Sprinkle some pepper, a little bit of salt. It's optional, but you could put some garlic granules. So I'm just going to put a little bit. Now, as it's sliced, it will take a little bit less time than it would if it was a whole potato going in. So I would put it on for 20 minutes and then just test whether the potato is cooked. Meantime, let's prep our cottage cheese. Now, for the cottage cheese, like I said, you can either use full fat or low fat cottage cheese. You'll need a spring onion to give it a little bit of the chive and a chunk of cucumber. So slice up your spring onion and just dice that up into small chunks. Now the cucumber you can use as much or as little as you like. I'm going to take about 1.5 inches, let's say, and then just dice this up into small chunks and pop that in your bowl. Now 100 grams of cottage cheese contains 10 grams of protein, so pop that into your bowl. And then just mix that mixture up so it looks like that. Add a little bit of pepper. Now, because this particular cottage cheese is fat-free, I'm going to choose to get my fats from the salmon that I've got here. So I'm going to measure out 100 grams of this to put on my hot sweet potato before I pop the cottage cheese on top. So 100 grams of this Alaskan red salmon, it has got it's got 2.12 grams of omega-3s, and it's also got 1.2 grams of EPA and DHA, all really healthy fats that are going to really help your body. So with the 20 grams from the salmon and the 10 grams from the cottage cheese, we have a 30-gram meal here that you can have for your breakfast, lunch, or even your dinner. So whilst we wait for the air fryer to finish, just quickly, my name's Anita. I'm a newly qualified functional nutritionist and I focus on heart health, metabolic health and sports nutrition. Okay, so my sweet potato slices have come out. It took about 25 minutes to get it done in my air fryer. So just pop those onto a plate. Now all you have to do is pop the broken up salmon, a little portion onto each slice. And again, do the same for the cottage cheese mix. Just put a really nice, generous serving of the cottage cheese on top. And again, any excess cottage cheese, pop that on your plate. And there you have your sweet potato slices with salmon and cottage cheese on. This whole portion has 30 grams of protein, complex carbs, and ready to use energy. Enjoy.